So we are here at the start of Operation Sky-Bonn. David has just arrived. He's ditched all of his biker gear and he is now kicking back, enjoying a... What is this?
I have no idea.
St. Stephanus, and it's very bubbly. Thanks,
It's good
Mark.
though. It's good.
How do you feel ahead of what could be life or death?
Oh, it's going to be. This beer keeps
Oh, you looking forward to driving in a different country?
Absolutely.
Have you ever driven in a different country before?
No, in fact, this will be my first time driving a non-commercial vehicle without L plates.
I've lent in my £10,000 car. Oh dear. I don't know whether to be worried. Will I be able to sleep?
Well, I hope so.
Well, we'll find out. So we've got pizza on order, an 18-inch barbecue pizza. Dave is chugging the beer as to not to lose any more. It's quite
Keep coming out.
It's quite a ferocious beer, a bit like a volcano.
You should have seen it. Like, the first one, so much of it came out, it was up to about there.
I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Really wasn't.
Anyway, Operation Sky-Bonn. Cheers. David is about to unbox the pizza. David, do you want to do the honours?
You have to get up for this.
Yes, and you have to try it and tell us what
Lord.
you think, because this is the best pizza you will ever had.
Apart from I've eaten so much today.
Well, you won't mind a slice of this pizza. 18 inches of barbecue pizza.
Oh, yes.
David, you can cut the first piece, well, rip the first piece and try it.
That looks like a piece.
Ish. Keep yanking. There you go.
Oh, yes.
Now, here we go. This is the first bite on Operation Sky-Bonn.
Oh, that's good.
So we've recently discovered that David has only driven a non-commercial vehicle. Or is this the first time?
Well, yes. When I passed my test, and then I've only driven vans for work.
Okay, and you have been used to, as have I, Michael Avanti, UK rules of the road.
Absolutely.
So David has downloaded an app on his iPad.
Being the responsible member of this group.
I do have a book in the back of my car, but I can't be asked to get it out. So we're about to talk about the rules of the road in Germany.
Yeah,
So
we've done France and Belgium.
what are the main things to look out for in France and Belgium?
Oh, there's pages here. Right, well, we have to be over 18.
Check.
We have to have minimum third-party insurance.
Check, we got fully comp.
It says unleaded petrol and diesel is available from more than 5,000 stations.
Well, we need diesel, so that's okay.
Leaded petrol is banned.
Oh, man.
Petrol in can is permitted. Petrol in can permitted, maximum 10 litres. It is forbidden to transport petrol in a can aboard ferries.
Here's a question. Here's a
It's a
question.
difficult one in Germany, isn't it?
Well, hang on, I was going to ask.
How many ferries do you catch from Germany?
One. Here's a question, though.
Mm.
It says petrol in cans are banned. What about diesel in cans? Technically, that's not petrol.
No, true. Although I will just say to cover ourselves, this is the AA touring tips, not the highway code.
And the AA do not take any liability or any
Seriously.
shit like that.
Yes, this should be read in conjunction with our general advice for motoring in Europe. So, speed limits, we've got 50 and built up, this is kilometres per hour, we should stress that.
The excuse given to the officer, sorry officer, I thought you meant miles per hour, probably won't wash.
Outside built up areas 100, dual carriageways and motorway, a recommended maximum of 130.
Isn't there a minimum?
No, not in Germany.
Only in Belgium and France.
Belgium, there was a minimum of, was it 50?
70.
Was it 70?
I think so.
We're learning quickly.
I'm doing the first drive abroad, so I better be sharp.
The maximum speed limit for a vehicle with snow chains is 50.
We haven't got any snow chains.
Seatbelts are compulsory.
Oh, damn. I always wear my seatbelt.
A child under 12 years of age measuring less than 1.5 metres travelling in any type of vehicle used must conform to ECE 44/03. Driving with side lights alone is not allowed.
What? Say that again. Driving with side lights is not allowed?
No.
Well, I can only put my...
Side lights alone, yeah.
So you have to put your full lights on?
Have to have, yeah.
In Germany?
Yeah.
Right.
Drinking and driving. If the level of alcohol in the bloodstream is 0.05% or more, penalties includes fine and the licence holder can be banned from driving in Germany.
Here's a question for you, David. how much money have you got available if we get arrested for a bail?
Well, the good news is, unlike the other fines, because the fine was it the fine for crossing a level crossing was €5,000, wasn't it? The fine for being over the drink drive limit is only 250.
But we might get arrested. Have you got the bail money?
No, but that means the Germans are basically saying that it is 20 times less serious to be drink driving than it is to be going across level crossing.
I think that any road safety campaigner would completely disagree with that.
This is not. We don't recommend this at all.
If you're watching this, you can't actually sue us if you get into any trouble. We're just creating a light-hearted video.
Wheel clamps are not used in Germany, but vehicles causing obstruction can be towed away. It is not compulsory for visiting UK motorists to carry a warning triangle.
We have one.
Because we have to go through France and Belgium. But they are strongly advised to do so, as all drivers must signal their vehicle in case of breakdown, and it's a compulsory requirement for residents. That's nice.
Are we a resident by staying in a hotel?
No.
Okay.
I think that meant...
What's the definition of resident?
I don't know. Slow-moving vehicles must stop at suitable places and let others pass. It is prohibited to overtake or pass a school bus that is approaching a stopping point indicated by flashing hazard lights. How are we meant to remember all this? Oh, here we go again. This is the same one we've seen before. A GPS-based navigation system, otherwise known as sat-nav.
Or TomTom.
Yes. Which has maps indicating the location of speed cameras, must have the speed camera POI, bracket, point of interest function, deactivated. Should you be unable to deactivate this function, the GPS system must not be carried.
Well, how do you get around? Maps?
You don't.
Can you imagine trying to use maps to get to Bonn tomorrow?
The Germans, and actually Europeans generally, as it turns out, don't seem to like the fact that the sat-navs tell you where the speed cameras are.
It's probably a very big revenue maker for Merkel.
Who knows?
Anyway, David, is that it on regs? Or
No, we're on to tyres now.
Oh, God.
You know what? I think we'll just drive through and hope for the best. Well, we've got the German music going in honour of the trip. This is Links Zwei Drei Vier by Rammstein.
Do you like my onesie?
Mike is packing.
Do you like the onesie? Yes, no? No?
Very fetching.
It's quite manly. It's a manly onesie.
What are you packing there?
Probably far too much. I've got about 3 jumpers.
Why on earth do you need more than one set of clothes?
Well, what if we get stuck or if the car gets written off?
I should explain, this isn't all coming with me. The motorbike helmet certainly, unless they'll probably make it compulsory to wear motorcycle helmets in cars soon, won't they?
Should we bring it just in case
This is my choice of footwear for tomorrow.
Seriously? You can buy
No. I've got my old man brown shoes.
Oh, good.
Is that another shirt?
That's a t-shirt for
Oh,
bed.
for goodness sake. Such a woman.
You got to pack enough.
We've got the food, we've got the Doritos, we've got the chocolate. There's more cookies in there.
Oh, swim shorts.
Oh, are you going swimming?
There's a swimming pool in the hotel.
Why don't I have swimming shorts? Do I?
Outside
We've got our documents here. We've got our passports ready. Got our driving licences are ready.
Yeah, what size waist are you?
32.
If I have a spare pair of shorts, would you like a spare pair of shorts?
Why not?
We're outside and we're by David's bike, a very nice BMW.
Absolutely. Now,
This
my own cover is still back in Cambridge, so I've been given this,
from my flatmate.
which I suspect
It's
is
too
going
small.
to be far too small. But there's only one way to find out.
Cover the essential bits.
Well, quite. And actually, to be fair, if we move those chairs, it would probably go under the thing anyway.
If you want to, we can. To be fair though, we are blocking her route into the drying room, washing room.
Alright, fair enough.
Anyway, here
So
goes.
the first thing to do. This is a guide, by the way, in how to
Prepare your
how to
motorbike.
put a motorcycle cover on when you've never seen it before. Okay, you look for the ends where the wing mirrors are meant to go, which is quite obviously here and here. So we'll put that there and that there, and oh dear. So we simply put this end around here. Cover the back up. Now the back is covered, and hopefully
You're losing the back.
this just shows how big my bike is, doesn't it?
A tyre's not too bad,
No, that's not bad effort.
considering it's not even yours.
No, this is presumably designed for a moped.
No, it's an actual bike he's got.
An actual bike. Now, if I really want to show off, see my brand new gold-plated chain. Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's a sexy bit of kit right there.
Is that porn for you, David?
Oh, gold-plated X-ring chain. Oh yes. New sprocket kit. And
Side vision. So what do you think? Are you impressed with the temporary cover?
no, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? And actually, it's probably not even going to rain, but
And that's it.
job done. Morning. Time to get up. What a lovely day out. Nice day for travelling. Oh dear. That's not a pretty sight, is it? You know, we thought I was going to be the one struggling to get up, but I'm dressed and cleaned and ready to go. What's the time? 7:29. Well, you said 7:30.
Right.
So this is the moment of sticking the Great Britain plate on the car.
GB forever.
We've just been loading up, and there it is.
Hurrah!
We are road legal in Europe.
David Beresford-Green, our vehicle mechanic, is here to
Well,
do
as we
a
know,
vehicle check.
for any long journey, wait for the bike to go, for any long journey, you should make checks on the vehicle to ensure it is safe to drive. So what I have here is a gauge for tyre tread. So we're just going to do a measure of how much tread you've got on this tyre.
How much tread do I have?
You have got 5mm,
And what's the legal requirement?
1.6.
And what's the legal requirement abroad? Don't let my air out.
Right, so next thing to check is the tyre pressure. Now, we've just looked it up in the vehicle manual, and these should be at 32 psi. Let's check it again, because that was a bit high. Right, that's showing 40, which is extremely high.
Well, let some out, or
I would suggest you do. Although, let's check the
check
other
the others,
ones.
because if they're all the same, then it's okay. Because
Well-
there is a range.
I still wouldn't advise it. Now, obviously, that's plenty of tread. You also want to check the wheel nuts for any sign of rust, because that shows that they're loose. But they look absolutely fine to me.
Nice dirty tyre.
Not too bad at all. That's at 35.
Ah!
Well, this is going to need some work.
We could be here a while, viewers. And what's it going to be, 36?
32.
Ah. If the front are 35 and the back are 40, that's alright though, surely.
No. Right, now this one's a bit lower on tread, but I should have thought it should still be okay. Yeah, in fact, you're just over. Can we see that? just over 1.6 mil of tread.
Really?
So that's
We're getting low.
That is getting close, but
Oh.
you're okay.
But we're going to Europe, so we need less. Dave the mechanic. Maybe if
Now,
you quit, you
this is
become a
what you're
mechanic.
after here. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think that H is the speed rating, which we'll need to Google. Because obviously with some German autobahns coming up, we need to know what is safe to do. And again, you're at 40 there. Way too high.
What happens if it's too high, David Beresford-Green? Well, I think it's commonly known as a blowout.
Yes, I mean I'd rather they were too high than too low. Plenty of tread in there, and but the trouble is if they're at different pressures, the tyre actually rotates. The different wheels will rotate at different speeds. So that's at 40 as well. These are way too high. So we will address that later. But the next check we should do is the electrics and the bulbs. So have you got the key?
Yes, the
So
key.
you need the ignition.
Ah, right. Key.
This is going to test you. Reversing light. As we can see, that's also fine. Right, do dip beam and right, and fog lights. Have you ever used your fog lights before? This is the moment that we start our journey, and we're away.
We're driving! Hey!
And so, the journey begins.
R.I.P.
Good news, no, it's not good news, is it, viewers?
Well,
I've just looked up the speed ratings for our tyres. Well, 3 of our tyres, in fact. One of which is different.
Why is that?
But our 3 H-rated tyres limit us to 131 miles per hour, which is adequate, I think.
Well, it's considering the clock only reads 150.
Yes, I think any more than that would be pushing it. But
Can you see on the inside, by the way, David? You might want to show the viewers that there are actually kilometre per hour.
yes, we do have kilometres there. So which obviously is the units we have to use in Europe.
Because they're strange and weird like that.
The other thing I should apologise in advance for is the agreement is that whoever is driving, the passenger, gets to choose the music. So I've left my iPod on shuffle, and rather embarrassingly, we have a bit of Evanescence on it, which is, this song is called "Call Me When You're Sober," and it's very manly.
Hello, viewers. As you can tell, I have the iPhone.
Which way? Which
Oh,
way?
it's left at the roundabout.
Left.
And David's driving my car. I'm really nervous. No one else has ever been allowed to drive my car. Left here, left here, left here.
I know.
David, how do you feel driving? What do you think of the car so far?
It's very light compared to what I'm used to. Steering and clutch and gears are all really light compared to vans. Are we 40 here? Yeah, it is.
Roundabout, second exit straight ahead. Anyway, how would you rate Hyundai? Good Korean car?
I have to say, I'm impressed with the quality.
Surprised?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll crack on and hopefully not die. And we're back! Oh wait, no, we haven't even gone to Germany.
Yes, okay.
What's this?
I've made the first cock up of the expedition.
And what is that?
I left my jacket behind,
Right, first,
which in turn has my wallet in.
first round of beers on you.
It's okay, I'm safe, because Mike has made the second cock up of the trip. What did you forget?
Comments!
I wouldn't say it's as bad as my error, if I'm honest. But
First round of drinks are on you, Dave.
yes. Well, as we know, we shouldn't really go overboard on drinks. But okay, the plan is, so Mike's just driven us to Asda. We've done a shop and
Not got anything healthy at all.
no snacks. Well, windscreen wash is healthy.
Yeah.
We got some windscreen wash and
Tell them about the price.
what was it, £2?
Yeah.
Or £1.95
For 2.5
For-
litres.
2.5 litres, or £2 for 5 litres. Asda sorted out.
300 yards.
Left on the roundabout. First exit.
Oh,
The sat nav is working.
The police. good to see the local police out in the local area.
Absolutely.
Right, here we are. We're trying a new camera angle. What we are going to try and do, we're going to stop at probably Snowdon's going to be the best place, and see if we can get like a cradle to put the camera on, and then we can get shots like this without me having to hold it.
No, you don't know you're holding it. You're so long, you're so tall that they wouldn't know.
Well, quite.
In fact, maybe you should
as you can see, we are joining the M25.
Dun dun dun. Hopefully there's no
Please
traffic.
be good to us. I did the M25 this time last week, and I didn't get past 35 miles an hour on a motorbike.
Don't say 35 miles an hour. That's illegal. 70.
As in, the traffic was stationary / doing about 10 miles an hour. So I had to filter through it all, and it was not nice. It was a pretty miserable journey, really. But more embarrassingly, my iPod has just decided to put on music from the Titanic. You hear that? It's a lovely piece. Very relaxing. Just what Mike needs for the horror that is the M25. Well, this is self-check-in, so
Press to check in. Insert card for booking or key in your reference. Let's put in our card. Where do we put our card in? In there? Please remove your card. That was quick. Please wait.
nice GS over there. Love one of them.
11:37, no charge.
Awesome. Let's do
Go
it.
for that? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Display hanger on rear view mirror. I think that was fairly simple, wasn't
Bon
it?
voyage, Mr. Lavati. That was brilliant.
I think that was simple and very good.
I'm
So,
impressed.
personally, I would score that 9 or even 10 out of 10 for experience.
So we've now got a mount. It's like a professional video solution.
We really are. We're professional now.
We could be Top Gear. Don't know what to do with this other mount. Do you think we should attach it?
Yeah, it's a twin mount. So we've got a big one and a little one.
And the camera's in the big one right now.
We don't know what to do with the little one.
Well, I guess could put your.
I don't think you should have pulled the foam pad off it personally,
Why?
because I think that's what holds it in place. But anyway, we are minutes away from.
We booked an earlier one.
Yeah, we got an earlier
Eurotunnel.
tunnel.
Tunnel,
An earlier
train?
tunnel
It's
train.
not a train. I don't know what it is.
So yeah, now we're ready to go. We're just a few more minutes till boarding begins, and I assume the earlier you are on, the earlier you're off, because presumably you get nearer the front. So I think.
Don't know.
So I assume.
You'd
that's
assume so.
what we want to do.
Anyway, I'm very, very chuffed. I'm sure you are with this little mount.
It is amazing, isn't it?
10 quid from the AA shop. Can't go wrong. I'd recommend it.
Yeah. If you want, come all the way out to Folkestone.
Just to get one.
Absolutely. It's only about
Anyway, let's see. Tell you what. So we've just cleared drugs checking.
the most vigorous passport control I've ever seen.
There were two fat French men sat there smoking a cigarette. They didn't check any passports. We had our passports out, ready. We thought we're going to be prepared and helpful citizens. They didn't even ask, did they?
No.
They didn't have their window open. They were just sat there.
They were sat there having a coffee.
But the drugs test was an unusual debate with a Northampton fan.
Yeah, we've got the Leicester shirt and the London Wasp stickers on the back.
I don't know where we're meant to go.
I'm just going to follow the traffic.
Yeah.
I assume we're just going.
Oh, because wow, look, they got loads of stations.
Yeah, there's loads, isn't there?
So there's more than one Eurotunnel. Did you know that? Some say there's only one Eurotunnel.
I imagine there's one tunnel, but there's lots of different platforms.
Trains, yeah. No, but do you reckon they have more than one train at peak times? I hope we're in the right place. Anyway.
Well, they've directed us here, so
True.
I would be disappointed if they
Disappointed, yes, that's the more polite way of saying it. Anyway, so yeah, we're through customs. We had a look at the alcohol in duty free, but it was
Rubbish.
Yeah, so we get cheaper over in duty. So we are in the Eurotunnel. This is our home for the next 30 minutes.
We are parked.
Dave, you got us on safely.
Absolutely.
I was quite scared, not going to lie.
We've now got the back of an Insignia EcoFlex to look at.
And we're
for the
quite
next
close.
half an hour. Yeah. And outside we can see not a lot. And oh no, there's some nice stuff out that window.
Yeah, I can't really pick it up with the iPhone, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, and this is the mount we were talking about. Look at that. It's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got a woman. We've got a woman with a green beetle.
Yes, and an iTunes person. Anyway, I'm quite impressed with that. Anyway, so David, are you excited?
Yeah, new experience, and I just hope when it's not too long till we get going, because I imagine we drove through quite a lot of train before we actually got here. But hopefully, yeah, moving soon.
But we are in France, we think.
Yeah. Yes, this is France.
Yeah, it looks quite French. You can smell the garlic already. That's the point. We need to get some garlic. My dad would love some garlic.
Why?
Why not? Anyway, as you can see, I'm quite warm. It is quite warm in here, Dave.
It's 14 degrees.
Yeah, I'm quite warm. Do you want to put the aircon on? Anyway, so yeah, exciting. We're very, very close.
We're just preparing the French national anthem.
To show respect to our French colleagues. Anyway, salut. I'm going to have some hardcore water, and we'll video soon again. Oh,
Keep right.
keep right. The sat-nav's back.
But we can't.
Oh, look at the sat-nav. Oh, the sat-nav's going crazy.
It's wondering why we're driving through a lake. Is there a lake?
Well, you'd think so. We just come off the sea. Windows. Oh, careful, Dave. Hello, we are driving off the Eurotunnel in France. Dave, how do you feel?
French.
Just careful, it's hard, right? See you later. Merci.
Bonjour, mesdames.
Bonjour. We are alive, and we are filming, and we are in Calais.
We have converted our brains to kilometres per hour.
Trying to.
So we haven't got carried away by the signs that say 110.
Yes.
I mean, it's weird, isn't
about
it?
70.
The traffic's all over there.
I know. It's weird.
It's all backwards.
We've got 2 miles, and then we're...
2 kilometres.
No, 2 kilometres.
There we go, it's changed it now.
E40
Good.
towards Brussels.
Our speed is now in kilometres, so the speed camera will... the sat-nav will beep at us if we're going too fast.
Yep.
I think we've done pretty well so far.
I'm doing 100.
Oh! Just in case you don't know the
Sorry.
changes, it's about 70 miles an hour. So, no quicker than in the UK. But as soon as we hit the autobahns...
131.
Well, that's our top speed with our tyres, isn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, we've got to go because we've got a mile and then we've got to think French. Stay left, stay left. So, we are now driving on the motorway, the A16, which is the E40, which is Europe's longest motorway.
It feels like we're undertaking, but we're not.
And
We're doing 130.
as the sat-nav says, we've got 176 kilometres to go on this road, so a fair while.
The only difference is as well, if you look on the left, instead of a crash barrier like you get in Britain, you get a cement wall, which is actually very close, especially overtaking these lorries.
Anyway. So as I was explaining to Dave, and he sort of pointed out, it might be a very good point to bring it up now. The reason we're doing this journey is my girlfriend Emily is out in Slovakia studying veterinary, and she is coming home for the summer. Happy days. She doesn't have to go back till September. Dave is concentrating. He's got a concentrating face on. And she adopted a cat out there because she's absolutely mad with animals. She loves animals, hence her wanting to be a vet. Kind of makes sense. We'll edit that cough out. And yeah, she adopted a cat. We named it Sky, and Sky is joining us this evening.
Well, tomorrow.
Yeah, and we're taking her back. And I volunteered to help her come back. So we're going all the way to Bonn. The cat is called Sky. place we're going is Bonn.
being the halfway point in the cat's journey.
Yes. So it's Operation Sky-Bonn because we're going to Bonn and we're going to go pick up Sky and Emily, I guess, as well.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, Operation Sky-Bonn is going well so far. We are looking out at France and it's pretty awesome, as you can see. All's good at the moment. Dave is happy. Dave happy?
Absolutely.
Living the dream.
Well, apparently it's a 120 now.
Oh, okay. Well, it turns out there aren't just roadworks in England that are bad.
You thought England was bad? 45 miles an hour!
On a motorway. And what's really weird is seeing the traffic oncoming. That's very, very weird. But then I guess, you know, oh well. Oh well, we'll just have to make do. It looks like their side of the road is closed, Dave, that's what it is.
Yeah, it must be. That's still... But again, just like, you know, we always moan about in England that they close the road and then nobody does anything with it. There's no one working over there.
It is a Saturday though.
So open the road again.
Oh, anyway, rant over, journey on. Welcome to Belgium.
We are in Belgium.
We didn't really actually know we were in Belgium until we
And we're not certain this is the national anthem of Belgium.
That could be quite disgraced if we are playing the wrong anthem. According to my iPad, the album is the National Anthem Specialist, so if it's the wrong one, go talk to them. But anyway, let's enjoy it.
And we're still doing 45 miles an hour.
Yes, there are some roadworks as well.
No, there aren't. Where are the roadworks?
Well, they've closed the lanes off, haven't they?
But there's no roadworks.
This sounds a bit like Here Comes the Bride. Da, 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 da,
Do you reckon we've been done over?
da, da, da.
Well, hello viewers, it's just me. We've pulled in somewhere in Western Belgium as far as I can tell, and my colleague has gone to the loo and he's going to report back as to whether it's free to go to the loo here or not, because we don't think it is. So he's going to do that, and then we're going to have a quick stretch, and then we'll carry on. I think it's all going well so far. We've probably covered about 300 miles so far, and it's 20 to 4, so it's going well. The main thing that strikes us about Belgium is we always go on in Britain about health and safety gone mad. It kind of feels like the opposite here. I mean, prime example is we've got the motorway running across here, and there's absolutely nothing in between the motorway and us where we parked here, apart from a bit of a green bank. But, you know, otherwise it is just completely open, and the roads are so narrow, the lanes on the motorway, you're right up against the concrete barriers. But I know I've been moaning about roadworks, and there have been 8 or 9 blocks of roadworks, but all of them have been moving. You know, we have actually been able to do 70 kilometres an hour through it, whereas in Britain you tend to end up having to stop. But I'll show you what I mean with this. We'll try and unclip this, and then this is what I mean. You've got just open space. You know, car comes off there, is going to go straight for us.
So, update on the road trip. It's been a while. Hello. We don't know where we are.
Well, it's an interesting situation, this. We might be in Belgium,
Netherlands or Germany.
We're not quite sure which.
We saw a sign saying Nederland, which to me, as a German, Nederland is Netherlands. David, I'm confused. But according to my mobile phone, I'm on O2 Germany, which makes no sense. But we're enjoying the ride. I've had an iced tea. David is still driving because he's happy to drive, and hey, it's all good, all gravy.
Yeah, we had our nice stop.
Yeah, and we emptied a load of rubbish out. We thought we were going to be tidy tourists.
Toilets were free.
They were. Brilliant news.
Which is against the advice we were given.
Yes. So, whoever told us that, you were wrong.
Welcome to Germany.
We are in Germany. Hooray! hotel. We are very, very happy to be in Germany. We're one step closer to a German beer. 57 minutes away from Bonn. Whoop, whoop!
Apparently.
Apparently. And then Dave's got to face the nightmare drive. So we're in Germany, we're loving it. We're not quite yet on
getting dark.
unrestricted speed limits, but who knows, we might even get to put our pedal to the floor. So we're loving life and enjoying life. We are on our first Autobahn, and we thought we would try out the performance of the Hyundai i30. So we are now doing 90, as you can see. David, how are you feeling?
I'm just going to concentrate.
Good idea, Dave. Can we hit a ton? Oh, we are doing a ton. We are doing a ton. Now remember, at a ton, we're going to have to brake a lot quicker. Maybe call it a ton. Wow, that's quite quick. How many revs are we doing? 3,200 revs.
It's not too bad.
We can do more, I reckon. Just flash it once so they'll get out of our way. We're doing a ton exactly. Look at it fly
by the Audi in front.
Yeah, an Audis. Normally they're the ones flying around.
You never thought I'd be stuck behind an Audi at 100 miles an hour.
Oh, he's another Audi's just undertaken us. Okay, maybe we need to come off the gas slightly.
Now he's stuck behind that other Audi.
Wow, exciting. We are on the Autobahn, and
Good news is we have established the maximum speed a Hyundai i30 can go, which we are about to demonstrate for you as we get close to 120 miles per hour.
118, 119, 118. Oh god, if a car pulls out, everything just flies. That's 120 there.
Speed limit. Just go in.
Hello, it's Michael here on the video, and David is there.
Good evening.
We are in the hotel.
We made it.
We're not sharing as they thought we were. They probably thought we were gay or something. Anyway, so David has got his room. You're happy, man?
Yep, absolutely.
It was about a 1,000,000-point turn, wasn't it, to get into the parking space?
It was a bit tight.
Yeah, we have a nice TV with all sorts of channels, which we won't be making use of probably.
And for your entertainment,
A minibar.
where's the list?
Where is the minibar list? Oh, here it is. Minibar list. Minibar list. Okay. Where is it?
Scotch whiskey.
Scotch whiskey.
5cl. €7.
That's mad. €7. We're not going to be consuming any whiskey in the room. Sky-Bonn.
Yeah, we're on to our supper here in central Bonn. We've got a party going on over there. Mike's got his currywurst with mit pommes.
Mit pommes.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And my German is proving to be very inferior, but it's going well. And this looks rather tasty, so I'm going to tuck in. So we've made it as far as the River Rhine, which is, wow, look at it.
It's very quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Operation Sky-Bonn, by the way, you didn't mention that.
No, I tend not to. This is, Köln to Düsseldorf is the boat. But look at it, amazing. So wide as well.
Very strong current, isn't it? I mean, if you fell in, you would be screwed. It would take you a lot to swim against that.
And then Germany behind us. This is our discreet second beer of the night on the edge of the Rhine. Look, there's the bridge. There we go. Excellent stuff. We have come back for even more currywurst. It's so good. So this time we got it with bread, which is...
Oh wow, it's amazing.
It is amazing stuff. So we're back in my room now. Bathroom there. And a lovely view actually. Although it's getting a bit dark now. It's now it's 10 o'clock in European time. And we have to go and collect the cat soon. Look, there's the swimming pool. And the beer garden, but yeah, a couple of beers, a few sausages later, we're ready for a good night's sleep, I think.
We have the cargo, the precious cargo. Hello, Emily. And also, hello, Sky in the box. Dave is driving again. As you can see, we are at level crossings. And David, remind us, what is the maximum penalty?
It was something €1,000, wasn't it? Was it 5,000?
I think it was 5,000. I think, if I remember right.
But quite how you would get through that, I don't know.
They're not like in England.
Exactly,
Where,
that's what I was thinking.
I don't see how it requires a penalty when you can't physically drive through it.
well, I think we could, but anyway, we've all had breakfast in the lovely Gunavik Hotel. Recommended.
German.
Yes, very German. We think we saw Angela Merkel's right-hand woman. There was some fuss being made about a load of people. Hotel manager came over and started talking to them. Yeah, so we're on the way back. We're just going to fill up with fuel, and then we will be on our way home. Barbecue tonight. Dave's looking forward to a barbecue. He likes a good barbecue.
Always good, yeah.
Emily, you're looking forward to getting home, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You must be still quite tired and grumpy from your long journey yesterday.
Yeah.
How many hours was it?
15.
15 hours. Dave, how many was ours?
We did about 17, like before we actually finally got into our rooms.
Anyway, it's been a fantastic journey so far. We're just waiting for some stupid level crossing. Talk soon. Emily is still okay? You alright? Good. Sky
Cat
okay?
is okay.
She's the precious cargo.
We've established the cat is okay doing 100 miles an hour.
It's a bit like this journey. We're like the film Transporter.
Yeah.
We are the transporter. We are transporting cat and precious cargo in Emily.
That's at an entirely legal 100 and something miles an hour.
I should explain a little bit about these bad boys. You won't be able to tell because it's back to front, but these are breathalyzers, which you have to legally require, and if you don't and you get caught, it's an €11 fine. Now, to me, €11, Dave, it isn't really a fine.
Well, that only cost €7, didn't it?
Yeah, well, no, £3 on Amazon or £7 at the terminal.
Yeah.
So even if I bought one at the terminal and one online, that's still £10. That's still less. Well, only a €1 difference between if you don't carry one, which seems daft. Anyway, but if you were a responsible person, if you'd been out on the lash the night before maybe, and you weren't 100% sure if you were legal to drive, we only had 2 beers last night, and we had a big dinner, 2 dinners in fact, and a big breakfast this morning. But if you wanted to use one, you are then technically illegal, because you have to have 2 on you, 2 unused breathalyzers, because they'll take one sample, then they'll do another one just to double check.
Yeah. So you wouldn't want to breathalyse yourself, because then
You're illegal.
You wouldn't legally be allowed to drive because you don't have 2 breathalyzers anymore.
And it cost you €11 for the fine. Bizarre, hey?
Absolutely.
Emily's enjoying her experience on Sky-Bonn FM. She looks like she's living the dream.
The Germans are very well behaved.
They are. And
That van's doing 100 though.
have you enjoyed your time in Bonn? Did you enjoy it?
It's lovely, isn't it?
Highlights.
Yeah. I love Germany.
You love Germany?
Love Germany.
That is a testimonial.
Yes.
Highlights for you?
Ooh, sausages.
Yes.
The river.
Yes.
The lack of speed limits.
Yes.
Which we've just come down to 100.
Kilometres an hour, it's worth pointing out.
Yes. As opposed to
100 miles an hour.
We're doing 170 kilometres an hour.
My highlights, without a doubt, was the amazing Pilsner beer.
The beer was very good.
The hotel surprised me because it did get a lot of negative reviews online. Yeah. But I thought I'd give the hotel 7 out of 10. Em, what would you give it?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't do anything wrong, did they? I wouldn't say.
Emily, what did you make of the breakfast? I can't hear you, you've got to speak up.
I liked it.
You liked it. Well, that's good. I liked it. Dave, did you like it?
Yeah.
Sky, did you enjoy your dinner and breakfast?
She has stopped meowing. There was some meowing initially.
There was. We are no longer in Germany. Auf Wiedersehen! And
Been good.
Yeah, welcome to Holland, the Netherlands. Emily, you are now in the Netherlands. How many countries have you been in the last 24 hours? Count. No, which countries? So Slovakia, Hungary, Austria.
Germany,
5. You've been in 5 countries in the last 24 hours.
And we will shortly be back in Belgium.
Yes, which will be your 6th country in 24 hours. How do you feel? How does Sky feel? You're not very motivational with this video. Like, this is, really important diary, Em. You're going to remember this for years to come.
Yeah, we need to
I'm like your... Emily's got a granddad who videos everything. I mean, absolutely everything. Everything from parties to birthdays to gatherings.
We're also not using the iPhone anymore. We haven't got any more room on it.
No.
Hence the bad camera angles.
It's not bad. I can hold it there and it looks almost convincing. But anyway, so we are in the Netherlands. We won't be in the Netherlands for long. I look absolutely terrible today. Dave looks alright. Emily looks alright. I just... a bit too much for me, to be honest. That's why I've hired a chauffeur. I paid him with beer. I didn't pay him with anything else. Did the beer work?
Beer was very good.
Anyway, Operation...
We definitely can't suggest that beer improves driving.
No, never. We are not under any influence whatsoever.
But we don't know, because if we used our breathalyzers, we wouldn't be allowed
illegal
to drive in France. Right, well, we've touched down just outside Brussels, and let's have a cat update. Say hello.
Sky.
Well, she seems reasonably happy anyway. Hello. Hello, cat. Yes. Anyway, time for a driver change, because Mike hasn't driven at all in Europe yet, so it's going to be an interesting one.
Yes.
And then we're only about an hour and a half from the border. Good news. Mike is driving again. It's his first bit of driving in Europe. Fingers crossed. And even better news is I have control of the music again. Bit of Rasmus. The cat is still happy as far as we can tell. She's still conscious. The Belgium toilets we stopped at this time, what was it, 50 cents?
50 cents, about
50 cents.
30p. But you've got a coupon to spend in the shop.
But do you have to spend more than the 50 cents in the shop?
No.
So it's free as long as you spend 50 cents in the shop?
Yes. But there's
too bad,
probably
is it?
nothing for 50 cents in the shop.
So you didn't get it in the shop?
No.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, Mike has so far survived the European driving. It's totally intuitive though, isn't it? As the...
Sort of. It still feels a bit funny because everything's the wrong way around and you think, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah, I mean initially it's a bit weird. But at least you've had 500 miles to sit and watch.
And learn.
Watch how it's done.
Watch how it's done. Alright, don't get cocky.
Bearing in mind, he's the more experienced driver.
I do 30,000 miles a year in the UK. Never done anything in Europe.
Whereas I do about 5,000 miles a year on a motorbike. And probably only about 2,000 in a van.
And I've got 3 years no claims.
I've got 2 years no claim from Pike. I don't drive. Da, 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 da.
How's Emily? How are Emily and Sky?
Yeah, the cat situation is good, we think.
She's asleep or awake? She's chilling.
The cat is undercover. She's had a nice sleep. She was asleep earlier, wasn't she? We're putting that down to my driving.
She's woken up because she knows driver change time.
Yes. No, not that one. Oh no, there's a French plate.
Uh-oh.
That means we must be close to France. Apparently in Belgium they're very hard on speeding, but by the number of people going past. I mean, even on the autobahn, we're doing well over 100 miles an hour, and there's still Audis and BMWs flying past, doing at least 140 odd, 150. It's quite extraordinary, but lovely place, Germany. Definitely recommend Germany. Belgium's very pretty. There's a man poking a bonnet in 300 metres.
What?
Let's see the sign. Man poking bonnet, watch out.
Oh.
Well, our luck has run out. Traffic.
It's our first bit of traffic ever in Europe.
Yeah, we've been lucky so far, but we're west of Bruges, and as we can see, we are barely moving. Situation is bad. We're not moving.
We're on the motorway and you want a picnic, Dave? Should we get out?
Well, I've had some food, but it is. This is our view. It's
Geordie. What's up?
It's not good. Nobody moving at all. Well, the good news is we've done some moving, but not very much, and we're stationary again.
Driver in front of us.
Yeah, there's a Mini that seems to be trying to do what Formula 1 drivers do just before the safety car comes in and warm their tyres through, weaving around, but there is no movement, unfortunately. But we've got some motivational music on.
My soul.
What have you done today to make you feel proud? No movement. Nothing. Grr. It's the end of the roadworks!
Hurrah!
We're free!
Yay!
We're free! We're doing more than 20 miles an hour. But that's set us back about half an hour or so. It's not been good. But hopefully we should still make the Eurotunnel on time because we were expecting to be early. So all is well again. And
hang on, don't tempt fate.
You're the one that was stood in the elevator earlier saying, "Oh, everything's gone really smoothly," and I said, "Wait till we're home." I thought something will go wrong. But no, it's not been too bad. That's the first properly bad bit of traffic, actually. And, down to 1 or 2 lanes of motorway. So, not good, but we're out. Look at this. Temporary reduced speed limit of 70 kilometers an hour. And there's nothing going on. There's just some cones, which is rather depressing.
And annoying.
And look, it just goes on and on and on and on. But it's okay, because we've got Marilyn Manson on. It just goes on and on and on.
And on.
How are you feeling about this?
I don't like the traffic we're in, and I don't like the music we're playing. Is that a lane?
Yeah. You're actually in the middle lane.
You know why you don't care. But my theory is if we're all going 70, then there's no point.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the VIPs are sleeping. Cat's fast asleep as well. All is well.
Did you hear the beers just rattle in the back?
Yeah, so we have smuggled some beers back.
Smuggled? It's not smuggling. We're legally allowed to do it.
Yes. This is something we really want to show you. Obviously it's bad news, we're stuck in traffic, but we have a mannequin with a waving arm. You see that? That's fantastic, isn't it? However, not so fantastic is this traffic, which is rather unfortunate. And as you will see, there is a lot of work going on here.
Oh yes, really productive.
There is a lot of work happening. You just can't stop them. And clearly they have been busy. Oh, that's alright, we're out.
No, we're not.
Oh, for goodness sake. But the VIPs are awake again.
They're alive, they're well.
The cat, hello, is sort of squashed herself against the fence.
Mesh. Is she alive? 2 eyes? Has she got a pulse? Good. She hasn't had to relieve herself, has she?
Isn't Belgium absolutely stunning?
No, he's not having it.
The countryside is just amazing, isn't it? However, the temporary 70 mile an hour or 70 kilometre an hour speed limits are not so fantastic.
Again, I don't understand why this is going on.
Well, this is a bit weird. I assume the other half of the road, the side of the road that we should be on, is on the other side of that verge. And they've closed what's on the other side of the verge and split this half of the road into two. I'm guessing. We are in France, which means... Vive la France! Yet another country for our travellers. One
countries now?
sleepy cat.
How many countries now? 7?
Next stop. Next stop, Britain. And we are just 30 more minutes away from what the sat-nav calls Calais.
Oh, darling, let's go to Calais.
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to get the Eurotunnel.
We've got our own carriage book, darling.
Oh yes. There is a distinct lack of traffic.
Happy days.
And we are proceeding to our check-in point. Yes, we're making up the time.
Bastard Belgians.
And we are, by the looks of it, just 40-50 kilometres away.
26 minutes.
And then we find out whether the cat's allowed into Britain.
Could you imagine?
Which
I'm very sorry, madame. Your cat is not allowed in because it is spotty. No spotty cats. What? But it didn't say that in the pamphlet. It is my decision. I said no spotty cat. We have too many spotty cats to get today.
Can only apologise. We have arrived at the pet control point at Calais, so we've got our documents. We're going to go sign the animal in. Here we are at...
Calais?
Yeah, we are self-checking in Calais.
Calais, darling.
We have all 4 of our passports here. We have the pet passport as well.
Sky.
Yeah, so we got... that's the cat's passport. And,
Sky, not the cat.
Then all of ours are ready to go. Got our booking. Hopefully going to be as smooth as the last one.
I suspect not, because we're British and we want to keep everyone out.
The British are far more fussy about it, aren't they?
The French is like, go in.
Yeah.
We can't go on any other ones.
Alright. Oh, that's alright.
All the other ones are busy. 16:35.
That's alright, so we got hour and 20 till we leave. But
take that.
so that's 50 minutes till we board, I guess.
Or maybe it's because we can't, there's not enough time, because they say because of passport control.
Yeah. Another successful check-in. Bad news. We are still waiting for our passports to be checked. We've been here for what, half an hour? Yeah. It's just the
look, do a panoramic view.
Yeah. You can see the man over there, he's quite funny. Right, well, we finally cleared passport control.
Jesus Christ, I mean that was
long. That was a long queue. But the good news is, we've done some duty-free shopping.
Hurrah!
And been to the loo, which was free.
Hurrah!
And so we are finally going to be leaving France. So, yet again, we're stationary.
Story of our life today.
It is. We've probably spent more time stationary than we have moving. This time, we are told it's 25 minutes, and we're told that l'embarquement will commencer 25 minutes before we meant to leave, which is now.
Has Sky had a treat? Seeing as we're eating sweets, maybe we should give Sky a treat. What do you think, Dave? Do you think she deserves a snack?
She deserves whatever she wants, really. Been a very well-behaved cat.
Yeah, I'm most impressed.
A little meowing early on, but apart from that, been fast asleep. And she was very well behaved at the hotel, wasn't she?
Very. No poo anywhere over the room.
There was a poo bit,
No, in the litter tray. According to this, only going to take 2 hours 13 minutes from here, right now.
I don't. Does that
to get to
include?
Emily's house.
I'm not convinced that includes
Is that water
our
okay
travelling.
to you?
5:27. Yeah, we're going to get in at 5:30.
That's probably assuming that we're about to leave. Whereas in actual fact we are
stationary for.
we are 25 minutes until l'embarquement.
You know what I like about this sat nav? This sat nav, I don't know why you'd want it. You can have it that way up, or if you have it that way up, it tilts with it. And if you have it that way up, it tilts with it as well.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. But look, when you turn it, look, hang on.
Yeah, but the iPad does that.
Yeah, but for a TomTom, that's quite clever, isn't it?
Amazing.
Anyway, you can tell that how entertaining our afternoon has been if we're rotating TomToms and being amused.
Yeah, this is.
How are the VIPs? Yes.
There's some eating and the cat cage is open.
Guys eating too.
We've moved.
5
not
meters.
very far. We're a bit fed off of this really, and frankly, I blame the French. There's a little action there. We're literally on the last part of the boarding phase, but it's taking forever. The train's been delayed. It's 4:30 now.
But the French are not known for delays. I blame passport control. They obviously saw how many vehicles. I reckon they saw how many vehicles there were at passport control and how long it was taking. And the French were like, "Oh, these stupid they cannot do passport control." So we.
Apart from the guy in passport control was English.
Yeah, you're right, Gov. Yeah, passports, please.
And what happened with that cat passport? He said,
"Oh yeah,
I don't know
she's
if
not
you
here
need
today.
it."
She's not here today."
we said we don't know if you need the cat passport.
No, she's not here today.
She's not here today.
The lady who does it's not here today. So basically,
No, but he didn't say the lady who does it. He just said she's not here. It was just, what, the cat's not here, or
so if you want to smuggle a pet into the UK, do it on Sunday the 2nd of June at about 4 o'clock-ish, and the lady might have clocked off by then. It's a bit worrying.
Yes.
I wonder
But
if the same can be said with the humans.
Yes.
Oh yeah, passport control aren't here today, mate. Go on through, enjoy your journey.
200 meters, take the ferry.
Well, the sat nav's in charge, so
Satnav's convinced we're taking a ferry.
look at it all. Look at
Careful.
it.
I want to smash my windscreen.
Ah,
They're really ugly, aren't they?
very long.
You're a bit high, I think.
Oh, I'm always too high. Actually, we should apologise for this now. Our camera work has been appalling, hasn't it?
We should apologise. It was much better when we had the iPhone in the cradle, but we quickly ran out of memory.
Yeah, I mean we've got all sorts of problems.
If you say so, love.
But we've had fingers on the lens, and
We're very sorry.
yeah, we've been filming the sky and all sorts of things. And anyway, we're about to board the train, so prepare the British national anthem for disembarkment, which should hopefully be in about
Show them the
50
train. Show
should
them
be
the
about
train.
50
show them
minutes
the
or
train.
so.
Show them the train.
That's what we're currently faced with. The back of a 2002 Mondeo. Well, we're in the tunnel, and we're right at the front of our carriage, and the cat has been released.
She's under the seat.
Where's she gone?
Under the seat.
Oh dear.
Is she down there? You shouldn't be able to see her.
Oh
Because
god.
there's a divider. Be careful, Dave. You might be squishing it.
Yeah, look, I can see her face. The good news is, as you're about to tell,
Save our gracious
we are back
Queen.
in Britain.
Long live our
There it is.
Queen. God save the Queen. Sing it, Emily.
This is a tad embarrassing.
Yeah, glorious,
We are back in Great Britain.
Hey! With the precious cargo in one piece.
Yeah, the cat has made it. We fished her out from under the seat.
Hang on, I'm Emily. Yeah, I'm Emily. Explain what happened.
After 500
She
meters,
went under the seat and let her out. She went under the seat.
So who was like, I'm going to let my cat out. I'm going to let my cat out. and then went straight under the seats in its Sky.
Well, welcome back to Britain. Next stop is Sussex, and then we'll be there. The cat will have finished her journey.
And that'll be it for until September for her. She'll be so happy.
Update.
Fuck my
It's been a long day, and to make our life even better, yet another traffic jam.
What's that? Like a...
So that's where we are at the moment. Well, latest update. We're on the M23 now. About 20 minutes to go till the cat reaches her destination.
And Emily. Hello, Emily's
right.
on camera. Where's Emily? There she is. Aggressive. Passive.
So we're getting to the end of the cat's journey, and
our journey.
well, we've got a little way to go still.
Don't say that.
But we are, about 20 minutes away. We've had a bit of traffic, but it's not been too bad on the whole.
Look at the M25.
Yeah, the traffic going on to the M25 in the other direction is horrible.
Will we be coming back that way? Because if so, we might want to leave it a little longer because we don't want to be sat in that.
It'll be cleared by later anyway. Both ways, but it's 5:30 UK time on a Sunday night. The roads are packed, but we're doing okay.
Feels so weird driving the UK again. As
I don't know.
Everything's slow.
Yeah, we've decided we don't like England.
Emily, do you want to emigrate?
I think, honestly, if I spoke the language and I didn't have so many people I knew over here and job, etc., I would happily live in Germany.
I wouldn't.
But you've got amazing beer, amazing sausages, roads with no speed limits.
Over here. You can get road with no speed limits, it's just you might get banned after a few weeks.
Yes.
Load of classic minis.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a mini convention on. Get it?
This is what it's come to. But yeah, we're getting there. And
Cat, how's the cat? Cat check.
the cat is fast asleep and has been for some time.
Is she alive?
She wouldn't wake up.
Has she got a pulse?
She woke
Maybe
up.
she's in a coma. Coma cat.
Well, that would be
Cat.
catastrophic.
We were joking about her dying. She actually
And cat's the end of that.
No. We are coming into the closing moments of the...
Operation Sky-Bonn.
Yes.
Say it.
We have apparently 3 minutes left to go.
Do you want to buy a shed, Dave? I know a good shed place on the right, just here.
I don't need a shed, thanks.
You sure?
Yeah.
Look at that shed. Could you imagine your shed like that?
Good. Well, that is, as far as the filming is concerned, the end of the penultimate stint of our journey. Time for some burgers.
And beer.
Well, for you.
We have dropped off the precious cargo.
Yeah, we are back. We're back
in this f***ing car. I love my car, but Jesus, I've been in it too much this weekend. Anyway, you met Emily's parents.
Yes, we approve of Emily's parents.
Well,
they're lovely, aren't they? Yeah.
Well, I've met them a million times.
Yes.
But anyway, you know where she lives.
Lovely bit of countryside.
Lovely
Lovely
food.
supper. Yeah.
They shop at Waitrose, so that's a win for
Yes.
Turn left.
All contributing to my bonus.
you. Operation Get Home Quick.
Oh my god. It is genuinely 9 o'clock in the evening, UK time, on a Sunday night, and this is what the M25 looks like. 40 miles an hour maximum, sometimes down to 20.
Oh, what's that? Look, it's an Audi R8.
It is an R8. It's an R8 Spider, in fact. But oh my god, it's how
many hours have we sat in traffic
what
today?
what hope is there for this country if 9 o'clock on a Sunday night it's still that busy? How is that possible? Anyway, only about 20 minutes left.
I'm speechless. Anyway,
Brake lights everywhere. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
rant over. We're in High Wycombe.
We're finally back in High Wycombe, yes.
Hey.
That's, yeah, that was a long couple of days, and I've still got the ride back to Cambridge.
Yes. Anyway, we won't keep you long, but
Won't keep them long.
I had fun. David, you had fun?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Good time.
So here we are, we're finally back in the room. We're just downloading the iPhone videos, and then I've got to get all my gear together and head back. What are you going to do now?
Gonna lie in bed, text Emily, and probably watch all the videos just for post road trip banter. And you said it's going to be about a week to 2 weeks to edit.
Yeah, we'll see. I have no idea. But there we go. Nearly there. It's nearly all over. Yeah, so I am ready to rock and roll. It's now 10:30 in the evening, so basically 11:30 European time, which is what we're on mentally.
And physically.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Right.
anyone who ever says motorcycling is a faff, it is. Well,
See ya, mate.
There we go. Job done.
Thanks for coming,
One
really.
cat and girlfriend successfully rescued.
Rescued. Remember, left-hand side of the road.
Yes. Well, I drove back here, so I'm back in the right habits. So, goodbye.
Bye.
Right, see you sometime.
See you soon. Bye.